Okay, here we go. So we've got this silly cartoon. You guys already realized that it's silly, right? The poor cat is like, oh dear, what is the dog thinking? Thanks, Joel. Okay, what I want you to do next is open up your calculators. Excuse me, not your calculators. Open up your work, page 63, please. Again, open your workbooks, page 63. Today we're talking about proportions. I like proportions. I like them a lot, and I think you guys are going to pick this up super fast. Okay, so Dane, what I want you to do first in your workbooks, today we're going to really focus on this word, is stuff fair. The big thing the students always say, that's not fair. So let's look at stuff. What I think that students don't realize is that clothing stores, grocery stores, they have these sales. It turns out they're not always such great sales. I feel, it kind of makes me a little bit grumpy. I feel like they're taking advantage of people who don't understand math. I think that's me. So I'm going to teach you so you guys will never get taken advantage of, and you'll always know if you're spending your money in the right way. So I can teach you this using proportions. Guys, box this part. Proportions are all about showing that two ratios are equal. Again, we're on page 63 in our box. Okay, ratios, don't be intimidated by that word. That's the very first section we covered. That's when you have a fraction equals a fraction. So, does this fraction equal this fraction? Yes, that's a ratio that equals another ratio. This all together, we can say, yes, this is a proportion. All right, can I change it and can you decide? All right, would this be a proportion then? Let me erase it. What if it was 1/2 equals 250 over 500? Is that a proportion?
Yes.
Yes, because it's still a half. It's a little more complicated than that, so we might have to use our calculators every once in a while. Okay, let's look at the first example. There's a few ways to set it. One way in your workbooks, I'm going to show you another way. So popcorn, we're going to see if this is a proportion. $5 for 2 boxes compared to $7.50 for 3 boxes. Guys, put a little box around this part. We're going to write that as a fraction. Are you ready? Let's put the $5 on top in the numerator. And then the 2 boxes in the bottom as the denominator. So we've got $5 for 2 boxes. We're going to see if this forms a proportion with $7.50 for 3 boxes. So let's put $7.50 in the numerator. 3 boxes in the denominator. Guys, I want to see this set up every single time. So if you're not caught up with me, catch up with me. I want to see this in your workbooks and on your assignment today. Okay, repeat after me. Crisscross applesauce. Say it again. Crisscross applesauce. It's as easy as crissing and crossing. All right, so what you do on this one, kind of like I showed you on the warm-up, is you take the 2 numbers across from each other and you multiply them. You got this. So in your workbooks, write down 5 times 3. So you remember to multiply the ones across. Okay, you got this. What is 5 times 3?
15.
Perfect. Okay, then you've got to check the other ones that are across from each other. So if you need to use your calculator, I'm okay with that. So next you've got to check 2 times 750.
15.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, look. When we checked crisscross applesauce, when we multiplied the ones that are across from each other, they both got 15. So, do you think, yes, these are proportional, or no, they're not proportional? Yes, they are. If they come up with the same number, all you have to write for your final answer is yes. But I want to see all that work to back it up. All we're doing is cross multiplication, but I want to see the work every time. Okay, so that one was pretty good, Gail. Let's check the next one. I think it's got an RV. Something about it. We've got this RV. Our first day, we drive for 3 hours and we cover 135 miles. So let's change that part to a fraction. So right here, let's put 3 over 135. Yeah, let's do. That's a good point. Let's put 3 hours over 135 miles. Okay, let's see if that's proportional with 5 hours and 200 miles. Okay, crisscross applesauce. Hand in the air. Tell me what you're going to multiply first. It doesn't matter, but tell me what you're doing. Trey, what are you doing?
You multiply 3 and 200.
Sure. 3 and 200, so make sure you write it down. So 3 times 200. Trey, tell me what that is. Good job, Trey. 600. Alright, so after trays, now I know I've got to multiply these ones that are across. So 135 times 5, I need a hand in there. Will you help me? 135 times 5, what did you get, Dee? 675. I said, because are these two proportional? Nope, so I want to see all that work and then I want to see a big, huge, not proportional. No, they are not proportional. Okay, on your workbooks, let's skip the calories one and let's go to the iTunes one. Yay, iTunes. Jump to iTunes. Let's see if this is a proportional example. So they're saying, on the first day, you buy 5 songs and you pay $2.25. Let's write it as a fraction. So 5 songs, but you paid $2.25. Let's see if that is proportional with 4 songs for $2. So this part. So 4 songs, $2. I don't know about this one. Okay, hand in the air. Tell me what you're doing first. I'll be choosing to multiply first. Okay, Caitlin, what are you doing? Ooh, yeah, 5 times 2. So write down my work down here. 5 times 2. Easy enough? 10. All right, I need another hand. Tell me what you're doing next on this one. All right, Josephine, what are you doing next?
Multiply 2.25 by 4.
All right, 2.25 times 4. Okay, I'm going to do my number sense on this one. All right, what's 4 times 2?
8.
8, but then I've got quarters, and I've got 4 of them. How much is 4 quarters worth? $1, so add together, that would be $9. Uh-oh, is this a proportional example? No. Not proportional. All that work to back it up. Okay, guys, let's jump in your work. Let's jump to these ones I like. Deciding, is this fair? So at the top it's at the page 64. It looks like it's the very bottom, page 64. Okay, so the question is this fair? How do you decide if it's fair? All you have to do is check the proportions. So let's look at this one. It's saying $184 for 2 tickets. Let's write it as a fraction. $184 for 2 tickets. Okay, then let's write this one as a fraction. $266 for 3 tickets? I don't know. Okay, crisscross applesauce. Go. Got this so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So right here, I'm going to do the 184 times 3. I'm going to grab my calculator and type it in. 184 times 3. Guys, I got that. What you got?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for checking me. All right, next one, I'm going to multiply these ones that are across from each other. So 2 times 266. Calculator. 2 times 266.
It's
Uh-oh, 532? Guys?
no.
This does not form a proportion. So no, this is not fair. Tricking you. Question trade.
I forgot how you find out if it's fair.
If it's fair or not, if it's fair, it would be yes proportional. So if it was 552 and 552, we would say yes, this is fair.
Don't you gotta add taxes?
Okay, true. Okay, let's check another fair problem. Oh, this one is neat. If I'm grading your test, and I give one person 75 points for answering 15 questions correctly, let's write it as a fraction. And then I give another person 70 points for answering 14 questions correctly. Am I a fair grader? Are you sure? Back it up with work. I forgot to see the work.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so crisscross applesauce. 15 times 70. All right, can you get a hand in there? Will you help me with that one? 15. Actually, maybe I can do it. Check me. Jacob, is it 1,050?
Yes.
Sweet. 1,050. Okay, and then this one, 75 times 14. Is that 1,050?
Yeah.
So am I a fair grader?
Yes, you are.
Yes. So they came out proportional. Since they came out proportional, we can say yes, this is fair.
Oh, I know.
Thanks for asking, Trey. I'm glad it clicked. Okay, let's do another one. Do the football cards and baseball cards one. This example. Set it up. Go for it. Help me with the setup. So I'm going to write down what she did for her setup. She did 24 over 15 equals 20 over 32. Turning around, guys, how many of you have the same setup? Do you have the same as Callie? Perfect, Callie, thanks. All right, now that Callie has this first setup, can we get a hand in there? What would you do to start figuring out this problem? Tyler, what would you do?
I did 24 times 32.
All right, 24 times 32. So in your calculators, type in 24 times 32.
Can I see what I got?
Yes, please.
I got 768.
768?
Yeah.
Thank you. How does that make sense? So multiply the ones that are across from each other. Okay, then next we would have to check 15 times 20. 15 times 20, Brandon, what'd you get? Whoa, 300. Is this fair? No, not even kind of. This is not proportional. So, no. Okay,